Clematis vines come in a variety of colors and bloom ranges. They bloom in the spring and summer, and die back in the fall and winter, but can grow up to 20 feet. A 1-meter tall person has a lifespan of over 80 years. Clematis needs full sun on its blooms and cool shade over its roots to thrive. The first step is to learn how to plant and care for clematis. So, we are going to watch about the how to plant clematis.
Method 1. Getting ready to plant. First is pick a clematis cultivar.
Clematis flowers come in an enormous range of shapes and colors. Take the color, shape, potential side and sun requirements into account. Look for a potted plant that's already a year or two old.
Step 2. Choose a sunny location.
Clematis are hardy plants that require at least 6 hours of full sun per day. Look for a spot with low-growing perennials and ground cover.
Step 3. Choose a spot with well-draining soil.
To test whether the soil in an area drains well, dig a hole and fill it with water. The location shouldn't be so dry that it doesn't retain moisture, but it should drain well enough that standing water doesn't sit around the roots of the clematis.
Step 4. Test the soil for its pH level.
Clematis prefer the soil to be neutral or alkaline over acidic. If you conduct the test and determine that the pH is a little too acidic, sweeten the soil.
Step 5. Dig a hole and enrich the soil.
Dig a hole several inches deeper than the pot the clematis came in. Amend the soil by working in compost and granular organic fertilizer. This will ensure that the plant has enough nutrients to establish itself.
Step 6. Plant the clematis.
The clematis will grow in a pot for the first year. Care must be taken not to rip or break the fragile roots and shoots.
Finally, mulch around the roots.
Plant or encourage the growth of low-growing perennials whose leaves will shade the roots. Place 4 inches of straw or another type of mulch around the base of the clematis.
Method 2. Caring for clematis. First is keep clematis well watered.
Give the clematis long, deep drinks of water whenever the soil seems dry. Water in the morning, rather than in the evening, so that the water has time to dry and be absorbed before night falls.
Step 2. Provide a support for the clematis.
Clematis grows by twisting its leaf stems around slender supports like twine, fishing line, thin branches, or screens. Be sure the support you provide isn't too wide for the leaf stems to reach around. Clematis will not grow unless they have a vertical structure to climb.
Finally, fertilize the clematis.
Every 4 to 6 weeks, feed the clematis with the 10th of October 10 fertilizer or side dress it with compost. Clematis requires plenty of nutrients to grow strong and produce abundant flowers.
Method 3. Pruning clematis.
First is prune dead or damaged stems at any time. Clematis can get a fungal disease that can cause the entire plant to turn black and die. If you see a dead or wilting stem on the clematis, use a clean pair of pruning shears to trim it away at the base.
Step 2. Prune away the oldest stems.
Use a pair of clean pruning shears to remove the stems at the base stem. Since flowering becomes less abundant on stems over 4 years old, you can cut off the oldest stems.
Finally, perform annual pruning according to the cultivar's requirements.
Clematis does well with an annual pruning to encourage fresh growth. Different cultivars require pruning at different times of year. It's important to know exactly when to prune your specific cultivar.
We hope it is useful to you. Please subscribe to our channel to upskill yourself.